Hey there, how you doing today? All right, it's Deb Brown with a little tarot reading again. Listen, we're doing today, what are we doing today? We're doing fire signs reading for about November 20th, 21st through to the end of the year, December 2019. So yesterday and the day before we did air signs, we did earth signs, and today we're doing fire signs. And under fire sign comes Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So those are the signs that we're covering today, but if you have rising sign, sun sign, whatever the case may be, please, by all means. So the first cards, and I picked these out beforehand, and what I want to just say about that is that I'm learning. I'm a learning, and the whole thing about this is that it's, beginner's 101. And anybody can do this. It's your interpretation of the cards, whatever they may be. And so I'm having fun with this right now. And someone said to me, listen, why don't you shuffle the cards beforehand, put them to the side, and then they're thinking you're shuffling in front of them. I'm like, yeah, like that hasn't been done before. No, I'm not doing that. What I did do in this case was I did pick them out beforehand because I wanted to be a little prepared, but really not. And I haven't really looked into depth of what's going on here. I did label them in the book as I'm going to be reading it to you from here. For the sake of maybe finding it quicker or something, whatever. But the point is that I don't want to bullshit you. I'm not here to BS you. I'm here to say this is what I'm doing. I'm having fun with it, and I'm learning because the goal is to learn it very well and to use that and the intuitiveness that I have always had when I'm looking at the cards or reading people in general. Amen to that. And combine that and actually maybe be able to give you something that's really worthwhile. Someone will say, you know what, that really was the case and it worked out that way. I would love to hear it. So in any event, this is covering this time frame. So this is like the last couple of weeks in November. We're about at the 21st or something like that. So these cards right here are covering that part. Then I've got some cards waiting here that are going to cover the beginning of December and the end of December. Again, this is for your fire signs. So the first card that comes up is the Empress, and it's a beautiful card. All right, the Empress. And with the Empress, as I go get the book for that, because again, we're learning. Now, the Empress is all about mother. It's like the mama of the card, of the tarot card deck, okay? The Empress, she's beautiful, isn't she? All right. So she is fruitfulness, abundance, healing, love and affection, feminine sexuality, marriage, gain, fertility, a good harvest, creativity. All right, those are all the things that she represents. So when the Empress comes up in a reading, it is of good fortune, suggesting female creativity, fertility, sexuality, and now is the time to express your creative instincts in productive action. Now is the time to take action. This is representing of a mother, a wife, a woman of importance, a maternal, nurturing woman in your life. And it doesn't mean that it is the gender of male or female, because this can be a person who exudes these qualities. Someone who's nurturing, a woman of power and authority. All right? So that is the first card that comes up right now, currently. That is the Empress. The next card to come up is the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. And that's quite an abundant card also. Let's go there. To our tens. Ten of Pentacles. Right here. All right, so let's take a look. Ten of Pentacles is material abundance, family support, strong family ties, tradition, comfort, money, wealth, financial security, success, responsibility, sound advice, accumulation of wealth. The Ten of Pentacles depict several generations of a family enjoying the security of their home, you know, security that is passed on to generations, down to your children and your grandchildren. Amen. This is a dynasty. Wealthy individuals. Work goes well. A raise in pay is possible. We like that. We like that. Beautiful, maternal, nurturing. Money coming your way, the Ten of Pentacles. You can't get any more in the way of prosperity and abundance and wealth when it comes to that. Ten of Pentacles. And this is happening now. The Eight of Pentacles follows that. So again, when we see coinage, we know it's about stability. That's the Ten of Pentacles. And let's see where the Eight is. All right, Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Where are you, child? All right. By the time I get to it. All right, so this is about apprenticeship, talent, education, craftsmanship, job training, schooling, studying, self-improvement, learning, acquiring new skills, and enthusiasm about work. Putting good use to your talents, a career change, a promotion. The Eight of Pentacles suggests that your work will be fulfilling and enjoyable. You will use your skills wisely. If you're starting a new job, you will settle in easily and find the work absorbing. So this is what is currently happening for you throughout the end of November. All right, so we're going to move these over and down. And then we have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Lovers. And that's what's following for you in the first half of December. So we start with the Two of Pentacles. Well, let me go there real quick. Two Pentacles. All right, Two of Pentacles. Here we are. Juggling finances. All right, what goes up must come down. Juggling finances, the need for flexibility. Balancing multiple obligations, walking a tightrope, pulled in many different directions, coping with the variations of daily life. Splitting up resources, a balancing act. You're trying to juggle several tasks at the same time. Perhaps you no longer enjoy your work as much as you used to. You need to schedule your time wisely. Maybe you have to work a little harder to get that reward right now, because you are occupied, preoccupied with money matters. All right, a jack of all trades, somebody who's juggling a few things at the same time. The next card is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Let's go there to the eights. Let's go to the cups. Where are we? Eight of Cups. Yeah. Eight, huh? No. I'm sorry. Where did I go? I went way past it. Eight of Cups, baby. Saying goodbye. Moving on. That's the Eight of Cups. Leaving, walking away, breaking loose, going off into uncertainty. Arrivederci. A turning point, parting, withdrawing, disappointment. Looking inward. You are leaving an unsatisfactory situation and moving on to something new. All right, I'm good with that. For some time, you have been disappointed with a former relationship. You have gradually become aware that you are dissatisfied and have had a change of heart. Now you want to break loose and try something different. This is a time to let go because old involvements simply will not work out any longer. Reflect on what you have learned, because you are maturing, you are growing. And then the Lovers. The Lovers. Let us go here. What are we seeing here? Yes, beautiful. Choice. Choice. It's all about choice. Union, sharing, trust, duality, short trips, your health, healing, a romantic meeting, sensuality, sexuality, attraction, romantic love. This involves a major choice, an important decision that needs to be made. All right? While using the power of love. The Lovers card often appears when you are faced with a crucial life decision and must choose which path to follow. It can herald a new romantic adventure, a new beginning in the way of romance and love. There's a fork in the road, and you have to decide which way you want to go. Good time for a heart-to-heart talk to whoever you need to have that heart-to-heart talk with. So there you go. That is your first half of December. Now, the Two of Wands for the last half of December, the King of Wands, and the Five of Swords. All right, we're going to start first with the Two of Wands. All right. So the day is going to come when I can just go, that's it. And I can tell you, and I won't have to look at these books anymore. Because just instinctively, I know right away you've got a decision to make. This is off to a good start. This is a period of waiting. All right. The Two of Wands. I also think of manifestation whenever I see the wands, you know. The early stages of an enterprise, the need to wait to see how matters will develop. Not much actively happening right now, but this is a cooperative venture. An achievement, a transition, an ambition you have. Successful negotiation, foresight. You're headed in the right direction. All right, the Two of Wands often signifies a waiting period, during which you may feel restless as you prepare for a major change. And we were talking about that before, a major decision, a major change. You are now at the early stages of a new enterprise. You might feel a little uneasy about this, but things are going to work out in your favor. All right? Now is the time for dealing with problems energetically. Any negotiations you're involved in will go well. All right, we like that because we're dealing with stuff, and that's a good way to bring in the new year, by dealing with stuff. The next is the King of Wands, the King of Manifestation. All right, we're going all the way to the King of Wands. And again, it talks about enterprise. One more time, being in charge, wit, charm, strength, inspiration, motivation, maturity, intelligence, ambition, decisiveness, independence, courage, enthusiasm, love of a challenge. We love all of that. That's also awesome and energetic. This is about charisma, optimism, generosity, encouragement, creativity, professionalism. You may receive sound advice from a strong, mature, and generous person. Doesn't have to be a man, could be a woman. It's not gender specific at all. Not gender specific at all. In relationships, you are able to appreciate your partner's point of view. You may have a chance to mix with interesting people. Love it. This is a decisive leader, the person in charge of an enterprise. All right, someone who is loyal and committed. Maybe that's a quality within yourself. Maybe it's a quality in someone you've recently met. The Five of Swords, you know, I got something against the fives because they aren't always the best. So let's see what the Five of Swords says. Okay. Five of Swords is right here. I got it marked off, but I can't get the page open. Yada yada dee. Here we go. Five of Swords. Yes, one-upmanship, negative energy. We've talked about this in other readings. Wounded pride, humiliation, arguing, false pride, taunting, ridicule, embarrassment. This is all about this. Misfortune, defeat, loss of face. The Five of Swords warns you that someone around you, or even yourself, may be acting in a negative or destructive manner. You may need to swallow your pride and admit your limitations before you are able to proceed. Your sense of ego may be preventing you from acknowledging that you have bitten off more than you can chew. Perhaps you are blaming others for your own mistakes, so you need to take responsibility. There needs to be accountability. And at the end of the year, isn't that what our resolutions are about? Our accountability for what